very concerning that the story around Jane Doe 4, as it relates to the executors of the estate, has now changed 4 or 5 times, whether it was ever a settlement. So until we get an answer on that question, we will not be satisfied. The second thing I just want to say is Mr. Indyke and Mr. Khan are the co-executors of the Epstein estate with intimate knowledge of everything that has happened and settlements and payouts and information. We have a subpoena on the Epstein estate, and we've had one for months. That is where many of the photos, documents, birthday book, all the information that's been released, we gained through the estate, not through the DOJ. The estate has still not produced all the documents in their possession per the subpoena. There's 2 whole sections of the subpoena document that they have not produced. Now, according to Mr. Indyke and his attorneys, they are waiting for the Republicans to clarify and to provide them additional direction, because they're in the majority, on these 2 sections of the subpoena. We understand it's from some of the majority that they are satisfied with the documents that have been produced so far, and quite frankly, they are stalling on demanding the rest of the documents from the Epstein estate. So we are calling again on the Chairman Comer, and House Republicans to demand the release of the rest of the documents per the subpoena from the Epstein estate so that we can advance our investigation. And
one thing that rings true to me is that while I never met Jeffrey Epstein, it is clear that he understood how to get people to do the things that he wanted them to do. One thing that has become clear is he understood how to get that loyalty or that fealty to him. And as we sit here today, let me tell you that loyalty and that fealty, it still exists even today in death as it relates to Jeffrey Epstein. While I can't give you specifics, I can tell you that he has been quite defensive of Jeffrey Epstein. Even in the face of real convictions, even in the face of real allegations, he still is very defensive of Jeffrey Epstein, almost as if he still doesn't believe Jeffrey Epstein to be who Jeffrey Epstein was. Now, I think that we have to ask ourselves, what is it that this guy still believes he needs to hide, even in this moment? I think that we also have to ask ourselves, who are we becoming as a nation? Because literally this man is dead. Now, the Republicans, they have their own political rationale, I guess. But this man is a lawyer who, as public records reveal, is standing to gain a lot of money in this particular estate. So I don't know that we will ever get the full truth out of him.
Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking operation would not have been possible without Mr. Indyke's services. Legal services, yes, but as we heard today and has been reported, he was a personal fixer for Jeffrey Epstein, fixing any problem that existed in his life. And he would have us believe, much like President Trump, that despite the long and in-depth relationship that he had with Mr. Epstein for 23 years, that he saw no evil or heard no evil about the crimes that were being committed. Personally, after 2 hours of hearing that, I find it very hard to believe. This cover-up needs to end. Attorney General Bondi needs to follow the law. She said she'll follow the law. The law is clear. Comply with the subpoena, show up on April 14th, answer questions under oath.
A little bit about what those 2 things are. And then secondly, when you look at now having had Wexner.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.